Good morning and welcome to day 2 of our guitar class. I am so glad you're here. Today we're going to add a new chord to our repertoire, and I hope you all can hear me just fine. If you're having any trouble, please let me know if you're having any trouble hearing anything on the chat so I can adjust the microphone for you. Other than that, I'm Christine from McKee Music Therapy Services. Be sure to click subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the classes this week. And you can also visit us on Facebook at McKee Music Therapy. Follow us there because we are often offering free classes. We've done piano keyboard, we've done ukulele, now we're doing guitar. We have a few other ideas in the works as well. So make sure you follow us there so you get any notifications, and also on YouTube so that YouTube lets you know. And if you have any questions about music therapy, visit us on our website, www.mckeemusictherapy.com. It tells you all about music therapy there. We work with people mainly with disabilities, apraxia, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, adults with Parkinson's, dementia. During the stay-at-home time, we are especially reaching out to long-term care facilities, memory care facilities, assisted living with music therapy-based video sessions. So if you have any family members living in one of those places, please reach out to us either on Facebook or on our website. There's a contact us page, and give us the information for their facility so we can reach out to them and support them during this time that is probably a little bit lonely for them. Anyways, also, if you have a child on an IEP in any school district, we also provide services that way. There is a link or a page on our website that talks all about getting it on your child's IEP if that would be beneficial to them. Or you can always call us or reach out to us and we can walk you through the steps of that. Anyways, to guitar for today. Yesterday, we learned the D chord. That was where I have the red stickers on my guitar that looks kind of like a happy face. That was our D. And then the yellow ones are our A7. So hopefully you practiced those a little bit last night. If not, no worries. We're going to go through them again right now just to get them in really good. As you're playing guitar, the muscle memory in your hands will get better and you will more easily be able to get right to the chords that you're wanting to play. Just a quick review of the strings. And in music, we love our mnemonics, as I always say. So I'm going to go today with elephants and donkeys grow big ears. So the top string is E for elephants, and then A for and then a D for donkeys, and then a G for grow, and then a B for big, and an E for ears. So those are the note names of the strings on the guitar, if you remember. And then I've used the stickers here. If you're interested in the stickers, I will have a link down below the video, and it's also on our website on the activities page, because I think they're really helpful. But if you don't have stickers, that's okay. And if you have maybe some kids at home with a sticker collection, you can ask to use some of theirs. Just cut them really small and put them where they are needed on the neck of the guitar. So let's go over. Our first chord was the D chord. So if you remember, this is the first string is at the bottom of the guitar, and here's the first fret and then the second fret, and we put our middle finger on the first string, second fret on that red dot, and then our pointer finger that's sticking up, we scoot it over here to that red dot on the third string. 1, 2, 3. We skip the yellow one and go to the other red, and then our ring finger, we put it on the second string, but 1 fret over on the third fret right there. So let's try our D. And remember, with the D, we don't want to play the top string, because if you remember from the elephants and donkeys mnemonic, the top is an E. In a D chord, a D major chord, there is D, F sharp, and A. There is no E. So we don't want to play the E. Officially, you shouldn't be playing the A either. But if you hit the A, that is perfectly fine, because there is an A in the D major chord. Ideally, you want to start with the D, because that's the base of the chord, which is that third string down. But if you hit the one above it, that's okay. It will still sound fine. Even if you hit the top, it sounds pretty good as well. but you either want to hit the 1 down or 2 down, 3 down actually. So let's practice our D, just strumming it. There we go. We're getting the D. And then if we want to move to the A7, which is the 5th chord in the D scale, because you go D, E, F, G, A. And in music, we use a lot of the 1st and the 5th chords in music. So you'll see written above music, it might have a Roman numeral 1, and that would be the 1st chord, D, and then a Roman numeral 5 with a little 7 after it. That would be your 5th chord, the dominant 7th, which would be your A7. So we're going to go from the D, then we're going to lift our ring finger, lift that one up, move over your pointer and your middle finger, 1 string each over to the yellow. And this one you may hit all the strings. There you go. There's your A7. And then let's move back to the D. So we are going to move these 2 fingers back down, just 1 string, just bloop, right over 1 string, and then add in your ring finger right there. I know it looks easy for me because I've been doing this a long time. It will probably be slower moving for you because it is new. Anything new takes a little time to practice. But as you practice it over and over, it will get quicker for you, I promise. So there's your D. Let's move back to the A7. Pick up your ring finger and scoot the other fingers over 2. Here we go. Scoop the other 2 fingers 1 string over. There we go. And then we're going to jump back to D. So we'll move those fingers back 1 string and add in our ring finger. There we go. So let's practice the 2 songs we did yesterday. And then we will add some more songs today. Here we go. Mary had a little lamb. Pick up your ring finger and move over. Little lamb. Move them back over and add your ring finger in. Little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose. Pick up that ring finger and move them over. Fleece was white as. And back to the beginning. Snow everywhere that Mary went. Over to the A7. Mary went. Back to the D. Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went. That A7. Lamb was sure to go. There you go. Well done. Give me a like on there if you're practicing along. That would be great. So I know that people are learning from this, or if you're just trying really hard, that is great too. I applaud that effort as well. So the other song we did was a 2-for-1 song, Are You Sleeping in Frere Jacques? The same exact song, just in English and in French. So let's try that one to get our fingers warmed up. This one jumps a little faster. It's going to jump pretty much on every word. It's going to go D, A7, D, D. So it goes D, A, D, 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 A, D, 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 A, D, D. And just keep doing that. You ready? Are you sleeping? And then again. Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong. And then we'll do it in French for anyone out there that wants to do some dual language this morning. Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, Sonnez Martina, Sonnez Martina, ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. There you go. Well done. We are going to add a new chord today. With this 3rd chord, you'll expand your repertoire possibilities so much because in a lot of music, I was saying that you use the first chord, that's the number 1 in Roman numerals, and the 5th chord, the number 5. And when you're using the 5th chord, you usually have the 5 and it has a little 7 after it for the dominant 7th. But the 3rd chord that is often put in music is the 4th chord. A lot of times we use the 1, the 4, and the 5, 7. So in the key of D, D is the 1, and then the 4th chord would be D, E, F, G. So G is the 4th chord, and then we have our A7. Because remember, music goes A, B, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G. It only goes up to G. So we are going to learn the G chord today. For that, I will get a sticker. Let's see. I guess I'll use blue. We're going to need 3 stickers for the G. We're going to get the first sticker here. And then right where you have your red one on this first string, 2nd fret, we're going to move up 1 fret to the 3rd fret and put the sticker right there under the string. So just move your string over and get that sticker under there. There we go. See how I have that right there? The first string, 1, 2, 3rd fret up. Then I'm going to get one more sticker here. I'm going to end up with 3 stickers. And you see where we have that yellow one? That one is on the 1, 2, 3, 4th string. We're going to go up to the 5th string, right? The 2nd from the top, and put it right next to there. So it's the 2nd from the top, and it's on the 2nd fret, right next to the yellow one. We will put the blue one. Let me stick that in there. And there you go. You see where I have that one? And then we need one more sticker. It uses 3 fingers, this chord. And we're going to go to the top string, and we're going to go on the 3rd fret. So the top string, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 frets up and stick a sticker right there under the string. Here we go. We're going to have a colorful neck of our guitar with all these stickers on it. There we go. So you see I have the top string on the 1, 2, 3 fret right there. And the 2nd from the top on the 2nd fret. And then the bottom string on the 1, 2, 3rd fret. We have one there. So we are going to play it by putting our ring finger. Our ring finger is going to go on the one closest to our lap on that bottom string. And then our pointer finger is going to go on the 2nd string from the top on the 2nd fret. And then our middle finger is going to go on the top string on the 3rd fret. You see, it is a little tricky. It's like doing a pretzel with your hand, and the muscles are not used to that most likely. So just try it with me, and it'll take some practice. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put my ring finger on the bottom one, the pointer on the next one, and the middle finger on the last one. If you push those, try to stay as much as you can on the tips of your finger. You'll see sometimes like my ring finger gets a little lazy. Your ring finger is pretty much your weakest finger. So that one always takes a little more practice. So we're going to hold that down and then strum it and see what a G sounds like. There you go. You already have your 3rd chord, and you had your class yesterday. And in the very beginning of class today, you have a whole nother chord to add to your repertoire. So let's just do that again. We'll put our ring finger there, our pointer finger there, and our middle finger there. I'm going to hold it up close for you so you can see how I have that. And then remember you have your thumb on the back to help you pinch it. So let's try the G. Let's just strum it a little to see how it sounds. I think it sounds great. Your pointer finger might tend to want to collapse. That will give you not such a great sound. So if that happens, just remember on that one, don't let it collapse, because then it'll hit the other strings. You want it up on its tip. The ring finger, I don't really care if you collapse that one too much, because there's no more strings to hit down there. So there you go. You have your G chord. And you know what? Why don't we just sing one song with just the G? I hadn't even thought of that, but I think it's a good idea. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Let's do one more time. And you know what? Let's stop for a second. Take our fingers off, shake them out, get them relaxed for a second. And then let's try putting our fingers back on the chord. So we'll put our ring finger on the first one, our pointer finger on the next one, and our middle finger on the top one. Here we go. Let's try it again. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Wonderful job. Now we are going to add a few more songs for you to practice tonight and show off to all your adoring fans. The first one we're going to do is, as I was saying yesterday, I use public domain songs, so I'm not infringing on anyone's copyright. So a lot of times we do use kids songs. So I'm going to teach you one kids song and one folk song. So the folk song, even all the grown-ups. But the kids song is actually based on Mozart, so I don't know if we can say it's completely a kid's song, but Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, ABCs, and Baba Black Sheep are all exactly the same tune, and they originated from Mozart. So we're going to start with that. We're going to start on our D, which is the red happy face ones. Our ring finger on the low one, our middle finger there, and our pointer there. So we're going to start right there, and then we're going to jump to our G, like that. Let's try just jumping right now before we play this song. We're going to start on the D that we learned yesterday, right there. Let's give that a few strums. And then we're going to jump to the G. So to do that, we're going to bring our ring finger down one string. Boop, right there. You're taking it from the red dot over to the blue dot. And then you're going to move your pointer over to that blue one and your middle one over to there. You give that 4 strums. And then let's move back to the D. Remember to move back to the D. You are going to move back to those red dots and move your ring finger up one like that. There you go. Let's do 4 strums of the D and then jump and do 4 strums of the, did I say D? I hope I did. 4 strums of the D, jump over to the G and do 4 strums and then go back to the D. You ready? Let's try it. Don't worry if it seems hard and complicated, just keep practicing at it. This video will be on YouTube after this. I take about 5 minutes and I'll have it posted on YouTube and you can keep practicing over and over with that. So let's try the D and we're going to do it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move your ring finger over 1 and jump your other 2 over to those blue stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the D on that happy face. Here we go. Have I lost all of you or are you still getting it? I hope you are. I hope I'm not overwhelming you. If you have any questions, the chat should be enabled right now during the live. So feel free to ask any questions. It looks like people are getting though because I haven't seen anything on the chat, but YouTube may be having a problem on the chat, it looks like. So I hope it's okay. You can always send me a message. Okay, let's try Twinkle Twinkle Little Star by Mozart. And here we go. We're going to start on the D, and then we're going to go to the G, and then I will let you know which notes or which chords. We'll also throw in the A7 in there. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, and then we're going to move to that G. Move your ring finger over, and those other 2 fingers. There, you got it. And then back to the D. You got it? There we go. Star. And then back to the G. How high. And then back to the D. Wonder. And then a little trick. We're going to throw in the A7. Move over 1 up there. What you are on the D. Here we go. And then we're going to stay on the D. And then move to that G. Move it over 1 and move those 2 fingers. And then back to the D. You'll see a lot of them get 2 strokes or 2 strums and then move. And back to that G. World so. Oh no, I got lost. And then we're going to move to the A7. I lost track of the words. And then stay on that D. Like up to the G. Diamond D in the A7 sky. Over back to the D. Twinkle, twinkle, G. Little D star. G. How I D wonder. A7. What you are. Well done. I thank you for trying. I know it is hard. We're throwing in 3 chords only on your second day of guitar. But if you keep practicing, and you can go over this video more times today before tomorrow's lesson, you will get it more easily and quickly. So let's try that one more time. And then we're going to do a folk song, which actually may be a little easier than this song, but I wanted to save this folk song for a second. So let's try this one more time before we move on to the folk song. Here we go. I'm going to start on the D. Remember, it's almost 2 strums on every note. We're kind of going D, G, D, G, and then we throw in an A7 every once in a while. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, G. Little, back to D, star, G. How I D wonder. A7. What you, back to D, are. Up, G, the D, world, so A7, and then stay on D, like a G, diamond D, in the A7 sky, D, twinkle, twinkle, up to G, little, back to D, star, and over to G, how I D wonder, A7, what you D are. Let's give it a bunch of, we got through it, there we go. So, the next song I have for you is a folk song. And we just had 4th of July. So if you're in the US, there's a few times people listen from other countries. We get Australia and Japan and places like that. But this one is This Land Is Your Land. And it uses just the same 3 chords, the first chord, the 4th chord, and the 5/7. So we're going to try, oops, sorry. Whoa, that was off. We're going to try that one. And I think this one maybe even a little bit easier than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. But I thought I'd save this one for last. And then I'm going to show you on the steel string and see how it sounds different on there. You'll see, especially a lot of country stars using steel string. And so I thought it would be fun to see a folk song on the nylon string versus a steel string. So here we go. Let's try This Land Is Your Land. We're going to start on the D and then head to the G like last time. Let's see. This land, what? This land is, oh, it's hard for me to do it, so slow. This land is your land, this land is G, your land. This land is, back to D, my land. And then we're going to head to A7 from California to the New York to D, island. See, this one you get to stay on the chord longer, so I think it's a bit easier. From the redwood up to G, forest to the Gulf Stream, back to D, waters, over to A7. This land was made for you and me. So this one has an easier pattern to remember as well, I think. It's going to go D to G, to D to A7, to D to G, to D to A7, just over and over. D, G, D, A7, D, G, D, A7. So this one I think is a little easy to remember, and you stay on the chord for longer to help prepare you for the next chord. So let's try a verse on that one. Here we go. As I was G walking that ribbon of D highway, I saw, we're going to go to A7, above me, that endless back to D skyway. We're going to head up to G. I saw below me that golden back to D valley, and over to A7. This land was made for you and D me. There you go. This land is G, your land. Back to D. This land is my land. Over to A7. From California to the New York D Islands. And we're going to go up to G. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream. Back to D waters. This land was made for you and me. Well done. I'm going to play it a little quicker because if you go back and review this video, I want you to be able to play it a little faster each time. So I'm going to play it a little bit faster for you now. So if you're practicing later and you're getting a little better at switching between chords, you have somebody to play with that is playing it up more to speed. Here we go. So I don't expect you to play it this fast right now. But I might use a little different strum. Sometimes in guitar, right now we're just doing a down strum. They are called down strums or up strums. Very technical, I know. But sometimes a lot of them, well, we're learning, we just do down strums, and that's great. That sounds wonderful. As you get a little more comfortable with all the chords, you can switch it up, see what sounds good to you. You can listen to the radio and see what your favorite singers use when you're listening to the guitar. But a common one is down, down, up, down, up. Let me try it again for you. Down, down, up, down, up. So that's a common one. And I use that one a lot. So I'm going to play it a little faster for you so that if you're practicing along later and you're getting the hang of it, you can play a little faster. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. We'll do the verse one more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. A lot of times at the end you go 1, 5, 7, 1. That's the cadence at the end. 1. It just makes it sound like the end. I'm going to show you though one time on the steel string, just so you have an idea what the difference in sound is. You remember if I showed you yesterday, that one was nylon, which I use most of the time, and it's easier on your fingers. But the steel string is more like thin wires. It's a little harder on the fingers. But let me show you the difference in sound, and we'll do the second verse for this one. Lesser known verse. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my go. So that's how it sounds different on the nylon versus the steel string. So fun to see the difference, and you can pick whatever you like or what you have at home that is available to you. So anyways, today we added the G chord to our repertoire. We had the D and the A7 yesterday. We added the G. So if you find any music on your friend Google that has the chords written above the words of the music, it'll have a Roman numeral 1 that looks like an I for the first chord, a Roman numeral 4, which is the I and the V for the fourth chord, and then the 5 chord, the 5-7, is a Roman numeral 5, the V, with the little 7 after it. And any song that has those Roman numerals in it, you can put these chords into. The D is the 1, the G as the 4, and the A7 as the 5-7. So now that you have these 3 chords, you can play an amazing number of songs. Most every kid's song out there just uses the 1, 4, and 5. And even if they have other chords, sometimes you can get by with just ignoring if there's a random chord in there and just using the 1, 4, and 5. You can get through most songs out there. So this is great. On your second day of guitar, you are able to do that. Tomorrow we are going to add some more chords for you so you can play in different keys. Also, I'm doing a giveaway on Friday. So make sure you stick with us through the week. And on Friday, we will give you a giveaway, which will help you play songs in different keys, even if you don't know all the chords. So I will talk more about that later in the week, but there will be a giveaway on Friday. And just a reminder, if you have any questions about music therapy, reach out to us. We see people in our clinic in Southern California, and we also see people through telehealth, so we can see people worldwide through that. And right now, during the stay-at-home orders, we're seeing all of our clients through telehealth. If your kid is on an IEP at school, we are a related service under federal law. So if you feel that music therapy would help them reach their IEP goals, please reach out to us and we will help walk you through the steps of asking your IEP team for an assessment for that. If you have a family member in a long-term care facility, assisted living, or memory care, please reach out to us. We're trying to get out music therapy-based video sessions to those facilities to support those people during this time when they can't see their family, and a lot of the volunteers and a lot of the therapists are not able to go into the facilities because they're on quarantine. We would love to provide them with music therapy-based videos sessions to help them out during this time. So reach out either on Facebook, McKee Music Therapy, or our website, McKeemusictherapy.com. And have a great day. Tomorrow's class will be the same time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock for you East Coasters, and same place right here on YouTube Live. And the replay will be available probably just in a few minutes on YouTube so that you can practice until tomorrow when we add some more chords. So thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.